Actually, if we, even though we are caught in what the pronunciation, caught in the act, if we have on that denial, well, if we don't have open-minded understanding and open hearing, nothing will happen actually. Even though no irritation or hurt, that's like blinded in the deaf, because there's still a slight irritation while we feel those ones. If the pride and ego is really strong, it will block the open-mindedness. That's why we cannot hear. It's like we cannot hear. It's here, we are hearing, but it's not processing in our brain. And the common sense itself. The pride and ego will kill the common sense. And it will, actually, even though we are hearing, it will process it as another situation. It will process it as a hurt and hatred, irritation, that we will say to the person that advising us and motivating us, who do you think you are? It's like you are perfect. Everything that we say to a person that motivates and advises, especially if we don't like that person. If we don't like, but it's like there is something irritated beyond us. That's the pride in people. We will think that, didn't you? What did you think? I didn't realize that one. In your head. In our head. That's why better to be vigilant and observant of yourself. Study yourself also. Why do you feel those kinds of? Because all of the reasonings and meaning of the actions, we understand it differently. The reasonings are sometimes lost. The words also. In fighting ourselves, even though we are confident and courage, sometimes the words are, what's coming in our mouth is different, right? From the actions in the eyes also. And even though the courage and confidence is there, if your action is lost, that's it, the words are lost. You can say that you are doing the right or saying the right, because the person that hearing you and looking at you has to say. Every person has to say to someone and think to someone. So the way is accept everything. Not everything, actually. Accept those bad traits of people. But in this world, there is something, the evil that we are seeing, and the good. How can we learn? How can we give a lesson? How can we say something? Yeah. And sometimes because of that, it gives us motivation, right? Some situations. And the better actually way is, well, there's a Bible, we have to read it. And of course, really listen to the elderly actually for their advices if we encountered one. life. It's hard. But if we put it in our mind that we are always being, it's having a hard time every time, then nothing will happen. You condemn yourself. You suppress to yourself to stress, depression, and anxiety. That's how the energy works also. We give each other's energy. If you are lazy, you are affecting your partner or your companion. That's strong actually. We are vampire to everyone's energy. So if our companion is hardworking, we will be hardworking also. If our companion is studying hard, we will be studying hard also. If our companion is, well, I tried that one also. Doesn't know how, doesn't know, but it's like, well, we have to search words. The energy is confused every time. You will be confused also, but it depends on us how to control those kinds of, because we are fake ones. The energy, the vibration, the frequency. So if the vibration of the other is higher, he or she can affect us actually. And of course, always the protection of something, those black magic, etc., etc., that other people does, because they believe you will always be affected. So the protection always is, because there's a spiritual world also. There's an accident. There, if that person is evil, there's an evil spirit that it's like, what's the English of bulong? Wait. OMG, it's whispering or working in the brain, so that I heard one, making our brain like hell. Yes. Spiritual world in the physical world affects each other also. So it's up to us to control that one and be patient in everything. Then those crimes of us and the others, our always protection is our Father. Pray every time. And of course, we have to learn how love is. Make our faith be strong and believe with that faith to our Father, because that's our always protection. Physical and spiritual world.